Alright, we are in the final saga of the DirecTV. It's not over yet, but we're getting there. They had sent a little goodbye package, and essentially it's a box, and all they want is they want the DVR, the remote, and the power cables, and they sent a little separate package over here to put the card in. And, of course they gave some wrapping, and actually part of the internal contents is a strip of tape to reseal the box, which I thought was actually pretty cool. So they did that pretty well, I think, as making it simple that way. I think DirecTV did do a good job there. Um, they did a bad job, but they still have $80 my money. They said they're working on refunding for service I don't have. Now, here's the funny part. This is kind of interesting. DirecTV has asked me to recycle or throw away the regular receiver I have that's not DVR. And I'm not sure why they don't want them back. I guess they don't sell a lot of them. Or, my evil hypothesis, conspiracy time, I suspect that they don't want the next person to move into my location to find that they've got the receiver up on the roof and a perfectly good receiver. I mean, they've got the satellite dish up on the roof with its receiver and a perfectly good modem down here. And then they can just call up and say, I just want to go with DirecTV, but I don't want to buy any of your stuff, and I don't want to be under contract. Just give me your month to month. Which, that's probably not a bad deal. It's not a great deal, but it's not a bad deal. I just thought that was kind of weird, and I should point it out. Now, on to the experiment. The experiment is I have a Tivo. It's a Premier HD Tivo, and I also have an antenna which is a Turk HD TV HD TV A. It's a powered antenna, and I'm running just over the air and through my internet, and that's all. And so for that service, I paid $100 for the machine, and then I've got $20 a month for a year, and then it drops down to $14, I think, or $13.99, something like that. I will give you, here's how it's going to work. I'm going to give you my impressions, because I think anyone can look up the specs on the internet. But to know how a person's reacting to it, or likes or dislikes, right off the bat, your impressions, I think for me that's where the meat is, and I hope that is useful to you. First, I like the remote. It fits well in your hand. I can see why they're selling the glow-in-the-dark one with the light up, because in the dark you cannot see this bug. Picture quality is still outstanding. It is way better than anything I've ever seen over cable, over DirecTV. In fact, the detail is astonishing. It sometimes feels like I'm watching, I guess for those people that watch Blu-ray, or you've gone into Fry's or something like that, and you see a Blu-ray player playing Batman, when they have the special display, it looks really good. It almost looks like you're actually on the set. That's the kind of quality I'm getting from this. I occasionally get that from Netflix, but here on all of my standard programming, the glistening, the details, and also when they show older programs that are not in HD, you can spot them like that. It's amazing. This is a feature that I really like that's worth showing. And what you see is I've gone ahead, because it collaborates either through the digital signal or I've got a whole programming guide, right? I can go over to the pane, and look at that. I can go backwards in time, which I could not do with the DirecTV DVR. It only lets you go up to the time slot you're at, which sucked big time. Alright, now let's go ahead and you get a picture-in-picture with, now there's two menus. There's the standard, and then there's the high def. When you get this thing, switch over to high def. The standard's ugly. But when you go and you look at your shows, and as you can see, I've got lots of web shows here too. But I can go to, like, the New York Times, right? I thought I was going to be an intellectual and watch it, but I haven't done it yet. One of the things you can do is you go down to Explore Episodes. And here's the cool thing. You may have a whole bunch of them recorded, right? But you can now go and see the instant one that's the newest one. Even though you've got all the other ones recorded, and you may want to watch things in succession, but say you want to see, you're not that. Say you just recorded one because it was there, but you want to watch another one. You want to watch the most current one. You just go to Explore, and it goes right up to it. It is awesome. the little bleepy happy noise and the mutant TV thing. That's all nice. I don't get a lot of benefit from that. It isn't that cool. I'd rather see like a Tron kind of interface. But it's more attractive than what I got from DirecTV. And my overall impression is I like it. I didn't think I was going to, but I thought I was going to be just getting by. But anything that I really want to see will come to Netflix eventually, or Amazon Premiere. You've got a whole smorgasbord. Like when you want to find videos, I've got Blockbuster, Amazon Video. If you're an Amazon Premiere member, a whole mess of videos are free now. Netflix, YouTube, wish list searches. The Tivo knows you, find what you want to watch algorithm. If you only have 10 stations you really watch because you're doing this, that's probably not going to be as helpful. That only does for over-the-air programming or your cable or what have you, but it doesn't do for the web stuff. And it doesn't have a lot to choose from, so it's really trying, and plus we're just now getting to know each other. So in my opinion, it's sort of working. I'm not a big Oprah fan, but it seems to think I was. Nothing against Oprah, but I'm just not into that. But it's a buy. I would say at this point, if you're going to try an over-the-air experience and you want a DVR ability, you either become a Linux rat and get Mythic TV rolling, which I looked up, and for the amount of money I'd have to spend to build the machine to be able to do it, which is only like $300. It was easier to purchase the Tivo for $100 and pay $20 a month for a service. So that's my impression. Again, any questions are welcome, anything I missed. I will give a follow-up in a few months, and then probably a final. Catch you later.